Hello everyone, got a brand new movie soundtrack update for you for July 29th, 2014. I have 6 new soundtracks I picked up. All of them are used. I either picked them up at Book Off or at secondspin.com, and I think I paid no more than $5 a soundtrack. So let's show you what I got right now. First one is from 2007. It is Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Of course, this is the 2007 adaptation, directed by Tim Burton and starring Johnny Depp, Helen Bonham Carter, Alan Rickman, and Sacha Baron Cohen. I have never seen the original Broadway play, though I'd be really interested to compare and contrast both things because it's got to be really different from this adaptation. This has got to be one of the best recent films directed by Tim Burton, and it's got an amazing score and soundtrack, of course, created by Stephen Sondheim from the original musical. And on the back you get to see all the track listings. I think this is the entire soundtrack to the film. I don't know if it's the entire soundtrack to the musical, but that's okay. And inside, of course, this is a box, so I'll show you what's inside. First, we got, of course, the disc right here. Look at Johnny Depp, looks awesome right there in his great makeup and hair, which I don't know was nominated for an Academy Award, but I think he was nominated for an Actor Award, though. And on the back, you get another listing of the tracks that are on the soundtrack. I think there's about 18 to 20, I'm not really too sure. And, of course, there is the disc right here. Awesome film from 2007. I highly recommend to check it out. I need to get it on Blu-ray, but it's nice to have the soundtrack. And I should mention that it also comes with a cool book, which has pictures and lyrics, so you can actually sing along to the music if you want to. There's lots of great pictures and stuff right here. It's a pretty good, nice, thick book. Next one I picked up is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This was from 2004, and it stars Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, Mark Ruffalo, Kirsten Dunst, and a lot of just amazing other people that I can't mention. Nobody that comes to mind right now, sorry about that, but I know the film won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, and I think it was directed by Michel Gondry. I really like Michel Gondry, and I think this is probably one of the last great films that he's actually directed. On the back, there's tons of source music, and score written by John Bryan. And inside here is the disc, nothing too special, but I own it on DVD. It's a great film. I highly recommend you check out Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 2004. It's definitely one of the best films of that year, and definitely worthy of the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. Next one I picked up is a French film that I do own on DVD as well. It is The City of the Lost Children. I can't believe I found this soundtrack. I'm so happy to own it. This comes from a French director who made Amélie in 2001 and of course directed Alien Resurrection in 1997. He probably got the job because of this wonderful film, which of course I said I own on DVD right there. Love this film. I have not watched this in a long time. It's surreal, it's dreamlike, it's nightmarish. I just love this film, and it's really great to finally have the soundtrack. The guy that wrote the soundtrack has contributed a lot of his music as well to David Lynch. I don't want to pronounce his name incorrectly, so I'm just not going to say it. And on the back you get all the track listings, and I've already listened to the score. It's haunting, it's mesmerizing, and I love it. I'm so glad I found it for such a cheap price, and it makes me want to watch the movie again. I haven't watched the movie in probably over 10 years. Inside there is the cool disc. What's really cool about this movie is that there's not a lot of recognizable actors or actresses in this film, except for the guy that played Hellboy, and Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman's actually in this movie, and I think you can kind of see him right there. Right there. Ron Perlman's in the movie, and of course he would go on to star in Alien Resurrection for the same director. But I really like this director, I like his work, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he has next. But this is a great film from 1995. Next one I picked up, what year is it from? 1986, and it won the Oscar. It was nominated for Best Picture, I believe, in 1986. It is The Mission by Marconi. This is just one of the greatest movies of the 80s and one of the greatest soundtracks that I just was so happy to pick up. I think I got this for $1 at Book Off. Just an amazing film. Just proves why Marconi is one of the best, and he's still making music today. And of course he's contributed to the Dollar series, or the Man with No Name series, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but this is just an incredible soundtrack as well. I've listened to this at least 5 times in a row. I just love this film. It's so touching and epic and mesmerizing. I just love it. On the back there is the track listings, and inside here is the disc. So The Mission, 1986, great film. Highly recommend to check it out. One of the best of the 80s. Next one I picked up is from 1996. It is one of the coolest horror movies ever come out. Of course, making fun of horror movies at the same time being scary itself. It is the music to Scream, the soundtrack to Scream. Of course, this is the film directed by Wes Craven, who went on to make 2, 3, and 4. 4 should never have existed, in my opinion. It took it was like 11 years after the third one, and I don't know, I didn't get it. But I really enjoyed the first 3 films. And on the back there is the track listings. There's source music, and there's some score, which is nice. There's some good score, which I really enjoyed as well, and some really great music from the 80s and 90s that I think is attached to the soundtrack. And on the back there, inside, there is a disc right there of Scream. Great film from 1996. And I own it on DVD. I have the trilogy. I don't really ever plan on owning 4. Maybe I'll need to check it out again. I don't know. Final soundtrack I picked up is Lilo and Stitch from 2002. One of the best Disney movies ever. I would love an official sequel to this to be released in theaters. Not the ones that went straight to video, but I would love for more stories of Lilo and Stitch. I know they're around, but they're mainly on television or straight to video. I just love this film. This is the only film of Lilo and Stitch series from the series that I've actually loved and owned and actually watched, and was so glad to pick up the soundtrack. And I'm not a big Elvis Presley fan, but there's a lot of great music here from Elvis Presley, and there's music here that was created, Hawaiian music that was created for the movie, and of course Alan Silvestri, who wrote the score to the movie, has some tracks on here as well, as you can see on the back right there. Great film from 2002. I love it so much. I have it on DVD, but I need it on Blu-ray. And inside there is the cool disc of Lilo and Stitch. So there's the soundtracks I picked up recently, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to have more in the next month or so. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook, and please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePile.com, and if you've enjoyed this movie soundtrack update, which I hope to have more very, very, very soon, please subscribe right here to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you again so much for watching. Thank you so much for your viewership. I really appreciate it. I wish you a happy day, a happy night, and a wonderful life, and I'll see you at my next review of whatever kind, movie soundtrack, movie update, Blu-ray update, movie review. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Peace be with you, my friends.